From Jim Connors Court on the campus of St. Edward High School in Lakewood, Ohio, it is the Battle of Lakewood as the Eagles of St. Ed's get ready to tangle against the Rangers of Lakewood. Hi again, everybody. I'm Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. So glad to have you along here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network and the annual Battle of Lakewood. Donnie, Lakewood coming into this game after a very successful season last year, 16-7. 16-7, they were 13-1 in the conference. Unfortunately, they came up short in the playoffs.
And that was a team that I spoke to Coach Kamek about. It felt very, very good about, the way they developed in the season. And I always talk to Coach Kamek about playing Eds later on in the year. It'd be a different game because he gets the most out of his kids. And that team last year was just tough and gritty, hung in there as long as they could. I know it was a tough loss for Coach Kamek. Also want to express our sympathies to Coach Kamek and his family as Coach Kamek lost his brother unexpectedly, tragically. And, we're thinking of you guys. You're part of the family here, and good thoughts to you guys.
Well, as the Eagles get ready, they're coming off a big win against Notre Dame Cathedral Latin, looking to go 2-0. On the year. They've got good play all over the place.
Yeah, we talked about it on Sunday. It was interesting because, we said there was going to be a lot of younger players. There's a lot of new faces. So it was good that a lot of players got a lot of minutes because the grueling schedule, as you know, Adam, the grueling schedule that we play, we're going to have to go 8, 9, sometimes 10 deep to keep things fresh.
Let's take a look at our impact players of the game for today and for St. Ed's. You have to look at JT Kelsheimer. He had averaged 10 points a game, and the other day he had 14, 67% from free throw line, 38% from three-point range, a commit to Fairmont State.
And he's a kid who, and it's a football analogy. He doesn't care if he scores a touchdown. He doesn't care if he has 20 points. He doesn't care if he gets 10 rebounds. He just wants to do the things that don't get on a chart. He's a leader. He's not he's always hustling, always in the game. He's heady. He's one of the smartest kids I've seen play, and he had a really, really good game the other day at Baldwin Wallace. For
the Lakewood Rangers, you have to look at Riley Verderber, the 6'6 junior. He is 10.5 points a game, 6.5 rebounds a contest. This kid is a D1 prospect, not 100%. Only for baseball, but for football.
Yeah, and you know what? You can't teach size, and seeing him play last year and see how. As a matter of fact, it looks like he's grown a little bit. I'm really excited to watch him off the ball, see how he moves off screens, to see how he fills the lane. See if he's got his basketball legs in him yet.
So it'll be a really good matchup as it's the Battle of Lakewood, St. Ed's and Lakewood High School. We're going to take this time out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School as we get set for this matchup. It's time to take a look at our tale of the tape for tonight's game between these two squads. Now, some of the numbers for St. Ed's, the first three, that's from their last game. But for Lakewood, it's everything from last year. And then when we look at rebounds down through 3-point, that is last year. You look at the record, they were 13-1 in that conference play, averaging 63 points, giving up 53. They really hit the boards last year at 31 a game.
They did a lot, and why that number was so high, Adam, is because the amount of threes they shot causes long rebounds. So they weren't the biggest team on the floor, but they were hustled. Like I said earlier, they're gritty, so they were in position to get those long rebounds. Look for them tonight to shoot the same amount of threes, and also looking for them to leak. They're going to keep the ball, try and keep the ball in the middle of the floor. I spoke to Coach Kamek after Sunday's game, and he says, "Man, you guys look great." I said, "Alex, we're not even close to midseason form yet." They graduated a lot, but he's looking forward to a very competitive game tonight.
They are going to have a lot of youngsters. They're going to probably go 8, 9, 10 deep on their roster. You look at the numbers. St. Ed's coming off that big 89-50 win against NDCL. They need to improve a little bit at the free throw line, but they can shoot. When they are hot from beyond the range, they shoot well.
And that's the thing we have to do. We have to be able to create our own. We have to be able to create our own shots and move off the ball. Like if you watch that tape back from Sunday, we did a great job of coming off screens. Big guys pick and pop in. So we're and Kelsheimer running the show. What I'm looking forward to see how Vlasius does tonight. It took us a little bit to unhitch the caboose a little bit in that first quarter. But once we got going, I remember you saying, we went on some big runs in that game on Sunday.
Well, you had some of the younger guys coming in. As we talked about with St. Ed's, there are only 3 seniors on this squad, and they are going to be called upon to be the true leaders of this team.
And again, that's the way it should be. But again, if you look traditionally, that's the way Coach Flan has it. He wants the young guys learning, mentoring from the seniors. It's been a while since he's had 6 or 7 seniors on his team. He's got a great group of young guys. These guys will go through a wall. He's got a great assistant staff. The Hamilton brothers are down there, and we know exactly what that's like when they were in practice. So they're passing that on now, and that's great to see.
Well, we are almost set for player introductions and the start of this game. When we come back, we'll get ready for basketball action here from St. Ed's on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
all those who are competing free from injury. Help us all to remain good sports as we remember that win or lose, we are all blessed to be called children of God. And we pray that tonight and at all times,
We are just about set, and now we'll get the starting lineups with Mr. Tom Glassnap.
At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 5, Rory Chanter. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Cavanta Swain. At forward, a 6' senior, number 3, Nathan Brewer. At forward, a 6'6" senior, number 20, Larian Wilson. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 25, Liam McGann. Head coach Alex Kamek and the rest of the Rangers. Now introducing the starting lineup for the 2025 Big Green Machine, the Eagles of St. Edward. At the point, a 6' senior, number 1, J.T. Escher. The 2 guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 10, Carson Link. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Zamir Knox. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 30, Brian Loftus. And in center, a 6'7" junior, number 1, Cole. Head coach of the rest of the Eagles.
Well, there's the player introductions, and now it's time to take a look at the Lakewood head coach, Alex Kamek. And Coach O'Toole, you know him very, very well.
Yeah, I've been around Alex my whole life and his family, and he's such a heady kid. He played at Lakewood. He knows the program. He knows the kids. He does a great job of being patient with his kids and teaching the way he wants them to play. They're a little bit younger tonight, so we got to come out early and trying to expose them and trying to overwhelm them a little bit, and I think that's what's going to happen.
When he came in after Phil Argento. Let's go to Coach Eric Flannery in his 30th year, 556 wins for Coach Flannery.
Yeah, and it just keeps going and going. It shows no signs of slowing down. Just awesome, just the way he prepares for a game and his team, and it's just awesome.
Well, this game is underway. The Eagles in their home whites with the green and gold. Lakewood in their road purple and gold, as the Eagles getting it first time out as they work it over to Zamir Knox. They'll work it back out to Kelsheimer, top of the circle, left of the lane, in the lane. Nice pass underneath to Zamir Knox, but he got it partially blocked twice, but with the second effort, trying to go in, off the window and in.
Way to stick with it. You know, those 2 blocks he got, he stayed with it, came around full circle and got the bunny.
2-0 St. Ed's. A little bit better start this time than against NDCO, where NDCL started out of the gate pretty quick.
Yeah, well, we're on our home court. Oh, what's that?
And that's Nathan Brewer, who averages 3 points a game, and he ties it at 2.
Yeah, that's something we can't have happen. We can't get beat off the dribble.
Grant with a basketball, working it across against this man-to-man, and then Zaire Knox.
That looked good right out of the gate.
He has 5, and it's a 5-2 lead. Knox 5, Lakewood 2. Oh, good fought that time
good
on
hand,
the backdoor
right.
cut.
Yeah, because they got beat that on Sunday. They got beat on that a couple times, so I'm sure they studied some film to cover that.
Just underway, 6:52 here in the opening quarter. Opening game for the Eagles here at home. Chanter with the basketball. Tries to work around that high pick. Cross-court pass on the baseline. Brewer got the ball partially blocked, regained it, threw it out on top. Down underneath as Verderber walked with the basketball.
I don't know about that.
Pretty aggressive for both of these teams right now.
See, this is where Kelsch just shines. I mean, he's got total control of the offense. He's gonna, he's getting some pressure there. Oh, man, I just jinxed him. He turned it over.
Oh, the ball went on the other side, but that was good defense being made by Cavante Swain.
Also, too, what happened was we were standing a little bit there, Adam. We got to get moving. We got to get the ball moving.
Yeah, that is one thing that the Eagles cannot afford to do, is to stand on the court with the teams that they play this year. And this Lakewood team will take advantage of it as they can.
Good pressure that we're making Lakewood start the offense way out of the three-point line.
Verderber comes in off the glass and in.
Yeah, he just could finish around. He's so strong. He could finish around the basket. He could just muscle you out.
Knox couldn't get that one to fall through. 5-4 St. Ed's.
Got to get back in transition here.
Swain driving, basket. Will they count it?
No, he said baseline.
With the block, no shot. Foul is going to be on Vlasic, his first. Verderber again underneath, picking up his 4th point, and Lakewood takes a 6-5 lead.
Yeah, he's going to be a problem all night if we can't face him.
Oh, bad pass, bad handling. Grant 3-ball. Rattles the rim, no good. Loose on the floor, out of bounds, and it'll go the purple way of the Lakewood Rangers.
And if you look, I don't know if you watch, but watch Verberger underneath. When that shot went up, he was banging our guys, creating space, and that's the only reason we didn't get the offensive rebound. This kid's going to be battling all night long, so we either got to attack him or get transition going to tiring him out.
Well, he is a Division I prospect, not only for football but for baseball. And Coach Kamek really knows his baseball skills because he's an assistant on the baseball team. Strong move, last touch by Zamir Knox, and goes out of bounds.
Word is he throws a mean wiffle ball at his kids on the front lawn. That's what I heard. I don't want to start problems with the Sloan family, though.
Well, wiffle ball's a great sport.
Oh, good pace.
Now Kelsheimer getting the tip, working the left of the lane with the reverse layup and in. He picks up his first 2 of the night.
See, that's what he does. He just when you don't expect it, he's there. Look at him working hard on defense right now. Here comes the trap.
He had 14 points on Sunday.
Yep, and that's exactly what we need to do is get them to pick the ball up. Nice pass.
Oh, good block there by Arbogast. Here come the Eagles again. A lot of heavy traffic. Knox with it, right of the lane. Driving.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
And one. Zamir Knox with a quick 7 points. 9-6 St. Ed's.
The angle we were at, I don't know if we're going to see a replay. The angle we had, look at the angle he takes here. He just beats this guy off the dribble and has a clear path to the lane. And now he's going to go to the free throw line, knock this in.
Knox will get his first free throw attempt this year. Hits that one.
He is growing up before our eyes. He's just getting better and better and better. See, that's Kelsch covering, trying to create a steal or knock the ball out of bounds. But that's what we got to do. We got to jam their guards up right now and blitz them.
There you see Coach Flannery. 30th year at St. Edward, a graduate of St. Ed's. Kelsheimer again. Quick hands in there. He is the pickpocket out there.
And he knows better than to reach, too. He keeps his guy in front of him, contains him.
Verderber way out on top. He'll be guarded by Mike Williams, the 6'4 junior.
The further out he is, the better it is for us.
Chanter getting it to Swain. Good defensive pressure this time by the Eagles. Swain driving, kicking, 3-ball from the wing, doesn't fall for Chanter. Eagles will go left to right quickly up the floor. Nice pass, but could not. He looked for the basket instead of watching the ball come into his hands, and Knox turns the ball over.
That was wide open.
10-6, Eagles with the lead. Rangers with a basketball.
That was almost a Cleveland State thing right there.
On the outside, Wilson being guarded by Knox.
Good double team. Yep, he picked it up.
Well, almost could have been called for the grab right there, but very tough, suffocating defense by the Eagles.
And look where, again, their offense is so far out, it's hard for them to get a look.
Verderber turned the ball over. That's a carry. You don't see that call very often.
No, you don't, but that's a result of us pressuring the ball, getting them to pick the ball up in the right by the half court on the side where we can either double team or someone's got to pop out from Lakewood to the middle. And that's what happened. Verberger got it, and he's just not going to be able to handle the ball from there to the hoop.
Joey Dolan checking in for the Rangers. The Eagles will have on the floor Grant, Knox, Vlasic, Kelsheimer, and Williams. Williams had 7 points. Nice kick out. A little sloppy again, and another turnover by the Eagles.
See, that's a spacing issue, Adam. My opinion was that's too far of a pass. Either drive it at him and make that better pass, or push him out and push him through and get another look.
Quickly down the floor is Dolan. Underneath, Wilson can't get it to fall. Eagles looking to push. Vlasic, quick three.
There it is.
Nope, couldn't get it. Verderber once again getting the rebound. He averaged 6.5 boards a game last season. Dolan being hounded by Kelsheimer. Verderber working left of the lane in a crowd. Couldn't get that to fall as Williams comes up with a big rebound again, cleaning the glass.
God, that kid's huge.
2:45, Knox, three short. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Carroll, the sophomore. He'll kick it out. Brewer trying to make that move. High pick in the lane. Circus, no. Knox getting it. Both teams going a bit cold early on here. Kelsheimer, left-handed three. Too hard off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Brewer.
We're running into, didn't mean to interrupt you, sorry. We're running into what we did Sunday. We kind of go cold. Oh, take a charge. That's a block.
And the block will go on Zamir Knox. That's his first foul. That's the team's second foul for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's got to do a better job of sliding over and standing straight up. He kind of turned into the Lakewood player there.
Yeah,
he was moving. He came underneath him.
If he clears out and just holds the position, free throw up and missed by Joey Dolan.
Here come the subs.
Coming in for the Eagles will be Caleb Geddes, Luke Hess, and Brendan Ansberry. Talk about the youth core. Only one senior out on the floor as Dolan picks up the free throw. He has one on the game. 10-7, 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Stays here. Yeah, it stays here.
Knocked out of bounds, and it will be St. Ed's basketball once again. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter here. Home opener for St. Ed's.
Yeah, with this younger group in here, Adam, we don't got to necessarily force the issue. We could take what Lakewood's given us here. We don't necessarily need to be in full attack mode. I mean, it's good that we're interchanging and moving, but let them come out to us. He traveled.
That is the third turnover by the Eagles in a very short period of time.
Well, we need some leadership out there. Someone's got to take control here, and Coach Flan's kind of getting on his guys a little bit. It'll be all right.
You cannot underestimate any opponent on any given night.
Ever.
Dolan being guarded and hounded by Ansberry. Trying to get that pressure before he gets over the timeline, and he's successful. And he's going to get called with the push.
Boy, I thought Ans was tough as nails on that right there.
That'll be the third team foul on St. Ed's.
Thank God he's got his mom's toughness, not his dad's, or he would have fell down.
Well, you can see those two jockeying for position. up at the half court, and the referee is going to have a little word with both of them.
Let them go. No blood, no foul. We're getting soft in our old age.
Ball on the inside to Makai Williams. Williams, good defense in that forecourt.
Great defense.
Trying to go in. They'll have to kick it back out to Williams again. Eagles really shutting down the lane and forcing the offense from three-quarter court. Dolan, blocked shot, saves, underneath. St. Ed's will get the basketball last touched by the Lakewood Rangers.
So just something to think about here. Think about if we had a shot clock tonight. Lakewood probably, they'd have struggle getting the shot off in the 30 seconds or whatever it is because our defense is so pressing on them. They're having a hard time. They can't get any sets going.
Liam McGann getting the ball out of bounds. Luke Hess, the sophomore. Good sophomore class. He had some time last year, a few games with the varsity as a freshman. Trying to work it to the left side to Gaddis. Patience on the offensive drive. Turning the ball over. Gaddis has it. He'll easily get the rebound, layup, and in.
I felt you gasp for a second like he was going to try and throw it down.
I think he wanted to be sure about getting the 2 points.
I think that was a good decision on his part.
Eagles have outscored Lakewood 5-0 in just the last few minutes. Offensive foul. And they're going to call the foul on Makai Williams.
Again, it all starts at that defensive pressure. When they're coming over half court, we're blitzing them, and they don't know how to handle it yet. Not that they don't know how to handle it, but they're having a problem with it.
Carson Link checking back in.
15 seconds, first quarter.
JT Kelsheimer trying to clear it out. Getting it over to Kelsheimer with 8. Kelsheimer driving with 3. Underneath to Hess on the reverse layup.
It's a backbreaker. It's a backbreaker.
14-7, St. Ed's leads after the first quarter of play. We'll take this time out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Well, welcome back. Get ready for the second quarter. The first quarter ended very nicely for the St. Edward Eagles as they got that buzzer beater shot. As we take a look, good passing, working it to the outside, and there was Hess underneath to get the basket. As St. Ed's with a 14-7 lead, and they ended the game on a 4-0 run. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. So glad to have you along here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Coach Jerry Stupiansky, who I played for at Lakewood, just walking in with his wife Betsy and their daughter Jill, who was a great golfer. Boy, could she play golf.
Dolan will start the second quarter with a basketball. Jackie Comer, another big kid, wide body there for Lakewood.
Yeah.
He looks like he's on the offensive line. Watch out if he rumbles and stumbles his way in the lane.
Why wouldn't they be running screens off those two guys?
That time they get the miss. Link with a basketball to Hess. Hess driving back to Link. He came in so well last year as a freshman, making some big games for the Eagles. Good cut.
Good pass. Good defensive play. Good block. That's all right. That's all right. I like the cut. I like the movement we got. We're going to get another good look here. it's kind of weird because you feel like we'd be up more than just 7. So we got to convert get some baskets and some transition going here. Good block.
Eagles trying to work it, getting a little bit crisp as that shot doesn't go. Link second time partially blocked, but he got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul will be on Harper Carroll. And that'll send Carson Link to the free throw line. Link had 9 points on Sunday, looking for his first points today.
Silky smooth, nice stroke.
15-7, St. Ed's with the lead, looking to extend it. And he does. Link 2 of 2 at the line. 16-7, Eagles extend it. Let's see what Lakewood can do offensively. They've got some big bodies out there for Coach Kamek.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to run some screens off him.
Good pass underneath. Verderber couldn't get it, but got hammered.
See that, I don't know if we're going to get another look at this, but getting beat off baseline, and then we collapse, and that frees up Verberger, who's just a monster inside. So we got to do a better job of cutting that baseline off.
Foul is on Geddes. Free throw is hit by Verderber. He has 5. That's his first from the line. 16-8 our score. 16-9 as Verderber connects on 2 in a row. He has 6 in the game. Hess quickly going to the basket. It's going to count.
How great is that transition off the free throw? No dribbles, and he just gets down to attack the glass, and their guy got there late. He's got to be careful getting up that high. He got cut out from underneath him a little bit.
Comer getting the foul. Hess is looking for his 5th point. Had 6 on the other day, and he missed that one. First miss for the Eagles at the line tonight. 18-9. Eagles lead. Steele, Knox. Partially blocked. Here come the Lakewood Rangers, right to left. Can they convert off the turnover? Chancer. Little mismatch there with Cole Arbogast. And they're going to get Zamir Knox with the hip check.
See, again, they're getting beat out the dribble on the baseline.
That's Zamir Knox's 2nd foul of the night. And for the Eagles, their 2nd of the quarter. Fouls reset every quarter. Knox almost got the steal as he was in the face of Riley Verderber, the 6'6 junior.
How do you feel about that foul now we've been through it a year? How do you feel that's...
I like the resets.
Yeah, I do too.
5 fouls, then you go into the bonus. Don't have to wait for 10 to get into the double bonus. Verderber strong off the basket as he picks up point number 8. 18-11 our score. Lakewood hanging on. Doing a very good job when they have that opportunity. Knox on another finger roll too hard. Arbogast couldn't get it to fall. Lakewood trying to push. Swain stops, floats it. No. Rebound Arbogast. Quickly, Knox on the wing. Thought about the 3. Hess thought about the 3. Good pressure defense. Arbogast against the big man Comer. Inside, kicking it out to Link. Yes.
His confidence level just keeps going up and up and up and up. It's hard to believe it. He's only a sophomore.
21-11. St. Ed's with the lead. It's now 10 points. Link with a couple of 3s. There's a steal by Kelsheimer as he picked the pocket like a thief in the night. Getting it back to Link. His
good.
3 is good.
Timeout. Get a timeout. Timeout Lakewood.
Link with 9. We're going to take this timeout. St. Ed's leading it 24-11 on the Eagles Sports Network. And
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Welcome back, 24-11. The Eagles extending the lead. Carson Link, boy, talk about extending the link. Gets the nice pass and the open tray from the wing.
Great foots. His feet were ready to shoot. His hands ready to shoot. His mind was on the ball. Just awesome play.
He has hit 2 straight three-pointers to give the Eagles a 13-point lead with 5:11 to go in quarter number 2. Eagles going full court pressure. Pressure broken. Chanter stops. What a nice move there. Picks up his first 2. 24-13. Arbogast, he got mugged underneath, but it was able to get the shot off.
Yeah, he kind of looked back on, hey, what else do I got to do here? The guy just tackled me.
26-13. Eagles really starting to put the pressure. There's Kelsheimer. There's a steal. Vlasic driving and one. The foul will go on Rory Chanter.
Coach Kamek's unglued. Thought this guy's got hammered.
Vlasic now picking up his first 2 points. Look at the steal.
Timeout Lakewood.
So a timeout will be called before the free throws as the Eagles lead it 28-13. You look at the Lakewood Rangers, and if you look at, say, Swain, number 10, in that upper right corner of his jersey.
Yeah.
That's GV Artworks. And we'll get into that story a little bit later, but their upcoming schedule for the Eagles at North Olmsted, then at home for a couple of games against Olmsted Falls and Buckeye, then they're on the road to Westlake and Normandy. Very tough schedule for the Rangers in their next 5 games.
So Coach Kamek doesn't want this to get out of hand, and smartly Coach Flannery sticks that full court pressure on, and their guards are turning their back to the ball, and that's where we come double. You can't turn your back on Kelsheimer. I mean, he's just all over the place. He will wear you down and beat you.
There is a St. Ed's connection with the uniforms for the Lakewood Rangers, as Vlasic gets the 3-point play.
I coached Georgia at Lakewood.
We'll get into that story in just a bit, hopefully during the next break.
Don't reach.
And the foul will go against Zamir Knox, and that's his 3rd.
Yeah, Flan's upset right now because he reached. I mean, his assistants are on him too, saying, why are you reaching?
Geddes coming back in. Knox will sit down with 3 fouls here in the first half. Long inbound pass. Verderber got it blocked by number 22, Kellen Juliana. Four and a half to go. First half action. Bad pass. Geddes trying to fight for the basketball against Lamarian Wilson. Cross-court pass. Chanter inside baseline move. Kicking it back out to Swain. Eagles shutting down the lanes, but then Swain hits a big 3.
It's huge for them.
28-16. Eagles lead now, or 29-16.
Oh, wide open. Take it.
He was very late in the turnaround, and Verderber took the ball away, but the Eagles come back with their turnover of their own. And Vlasic is going to bring rain with that 3-pointer.
He knew it when it left his hands. That was good.
Vlasic now with 6 in the game, 32-16.
That's great for us if he starts splashing triples.
Juliana off to Vlasic. He's going to go underneath. Nice give and go underneath. One too many pass.
Yep, we're okay.
Kelsheimer. Vlasic. Boom. Boom. Boom.
This is what we've been waiting for from him.
Vlasic with 2 straight threes. 35. Nathan Brewer picking up the basket. 35-18. Vlasic right now, the man with the hot hand from beyond the arc.
Oh, knock it in. There you go. Boom.
That's an old-fashioned si senor.
Yes.
As the Eagles hit 3 threes in a row.
And that's what they do. I mean, that's what all this defensive pressure is causing all this offense.
38-18, the lead has ballooned to 20.
Look at that, how wide open that middle is. Lakewood can't get it. They can't get the ball.
That's going to be a turnover. Coach Kamek was saying, well, we were talking about the uniforms for for Lakewood.
Right.
And there's the St. Ed's connection. That's Brian Vlasic's dad, who owns GV Artworks.
Right.
They designed the uniforms this year for the Lakewood Rangers.
Yeah, and it just not a better family in the world. I had, like I said, opportunity to coach George, and when I was my days at Lakewood, just a wonderful family. Comes from a family of athletes, and their business is absolutely the best.
Now Gaddis getting it on the baseline, reverse layup and in. He has 4, 40-18. Boy, the Eagles with the three-pointers have ballooned this lead. And there's a block and a save by Juliana.
See how quick his hands are?
Vlasic had it, lost it, almost picked away, fights the double team.
Repost.
Juliana underneath Gaddis. Easy underneath on the back door. 6 for him.
So we got Lakewood in turmoil right now, so we got to step on the gas here.
42-18. Eagles really have exploded in this second quarter of play by the way of the three-pointer.
And just like they did Sunday. You know, they go on these huge runs. I don't know if it looks like it's going to be indicative of how the year's going to go. You know, we're going to go in spurts. We got to get out of the gate a little quicker, but, you know, the defensive pressure is just absolutely causing all these runs.
Well, that is the key you said there. You've got to get out to a quicker lead because you can face a team that's got a hot hand early in the ball game, and they can be in trouble. As Swain couldn't get that to fall, and Gaddis comes in and cleans the window. He's the Windex man.
And if we have problems getting beat off the ball and you got a hot hand, then we're in trouble. Come on, Ans.
Ansbury trying to get it to Gaddis. Low block. Fighting off 2. Juliana drive. Kicking it back out. Hess. Long. 3. In and out. No good. Here come the Rangers right to left as Joey Dolan with a basketball trying to fight through traffic.
Good handle by Joey.
Underneath, Verderber against 3 and got hammered. Let's see who's going to be the guilty party. I would say it's going to be Mr. Ansbury.
So listen, and I say this out of the utmost respect. If I'm playing against this kid, I'm knocking him to the ground. I mean, I'm going to foul him. I mean, he's got to know he can't come inside and not get hit. I mean, that's just the lay of the land. So we're doing a good job of pressuring him. He's going to get tired and wear out.
Verderber now at the line looking for his 9th point, and he hits it.
Kid's tough as nails, but we still got to hit him. You know what I'm saying.
You got to put a body on him.
Yes.
Old school. He has 9 points. He's 3 of 3 at the line. A couple of substitutions being made. Kelsheimer in the ball game along with Williams. And
there's a camera light in the background. Someone's camera flashing.
Got to remember, turn off the flash when indoors.
That's right.
Second free throw almost landed on the back of the rim. 4 for 4 from the line, 10 for him, 42-20. It's a 22-point lead.
Get his hands off.
Kelsheimer, Hess, baseline move, floats it up. He tried to use the window, couldn't get it, and that is going to count for Gaddis as he picks up his 8th point for the young sophomore.
He landed. Did we get a replay on that? See if he comes down. Did his feet hit before he shot the ball again?
No, his feet hit. I think he scooted on that shot. He scooted.
He sashayed.
Yes. There you see Caleb Gaddis, the 6'4 sophomore, at the line. Too hard. Eagles had an opportunity to get the rebound.
Show me that kid in a year when he puts about 20 pounds of muscle on. He's going to be a beast. He already is. I mean, his upside is huge.
44-20 here with just under a minute to go in the first half of action. Swain getting the down court pass, and it's stolen. Williams to Hess. Hess on the wing. I like how Lakewood really attacks defensively.
They really do a great job. It's just they're struggling offensively. Defensively, they're doing great. Well, I mean,
Kelsheimer. It'll be St. Ed's basketball as Hess with the good hustle.
Kelsh get hurt on that? Come up limping a little bit?
He's none worse for the wear.
Yeah, he's not going to tell you.
You know, one thing this year when you look at a lot of these players, very interesting color combinations on the shoes.
Don't get me going.
Good pass underneath, and the basket is hit by Liam McGann. Look, you're still in the age of the Chuck Taylor All-Stars.
Yes.
The white versus our stars.
Right, not the red ones, not the green ones, not the blue ones, the vanilla white ones where you'd roll your ankle.
Kelsheimer in the lane, off to Hess.
No look. Boom. Oh.
Off the front of the iron. And that'll be it for the first half of action as St. Ed's jumping out to a 22-point lead. We'll take this time out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Release for halftime. Now, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. As the Eagles lead it, we'll take a look at some of the unofficial numbers. JT Kelsheimer with 2, Carson Link with 12, Zamir Knox with 8, Cole Arbogast with 2, Dustin Hess with 4, Brian Vlasic with 8, and Caleb Geddes with 8. For Lakewood, Dolan with 2, Nathan Brewer with 4, Rory Chanter with 2, Swain with a 3, Liam McGann with 2, and Riley Verderber leads the Lakewood Rangers with 10 points. It is halftime. We'll take this time out. When we come back, we'll get ready. Third quarter action right here from St. Edward High School on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, The Fury, and The Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
Breaking up.
Welcome back as we get ready for second half action. The Eagles lead at 44-22. Donnie, what'd you find out down in that locker room?
That the Marcellus and Miles Hamilton still fight.
Those are the two assistant coaches and brothers that played at St. Ed's.
I couldn't get past either one of them to get in the locker room because they're running their mouths about stuff about who had the best shot in St. Ed's history, and Marcel's like, no question I did, and Miles was saying, well, if he was covering him, he would have never got that shot off, and it was a mess. I almost got punched 4 times.
Well, the Eagles up with a 22-point lead, and for Coach Kamek, what are they going to really have to do?
Well, you gotta put things in perspective, and Kamek's not going to wave the white flag at all. This is where you get better. So you do the fundamentals, you do the one-on-ones, you do everything that you worked on, and you try and execute and get some good shots off. Now, as far as St. Ed's goes, we got to go out and execute and cannot go into a lull here. We cannot go 2 to 3 minutes with only scoring 2 or 4 points. Right now, Lakewood's vulnerable. We got to get after it and put the fork in. It looks like Lakewood's going zone.
They're going to go to a 3-2 zone, and the Eagles, this will be the first zone that they face this year. And we saw that with teams a couple of years ago, and Vlasic is going to hit one from 3 but missing it. Had a good look in the corner.
Great look at it.
A little extracurriculars.
That's not like Lakewood kids.
Zamir Knox has to be careful because he's already got 3 fouls.
That was kind of a little bit of a situation with him last year, getting into some foul trouble, if you remember.
Chanter bringing up with pressure. Good pass to the big man, Verderber. Chanter, left wing, left lane, scoop shot in. That's a good start. He has 4. 44-24. The Eagles getting the basket. JT Kelsheimer with his 4th point of the game. 46-24. Eagles quickly getting into that transition, and then Kelsheimer strips the ball. Knox leads the charge. Knox goes to the lane and in.
So if I'm Kamek right there, I'm going to question why his guy didn't try and get in front of him and take a charge. I don't know, maybe that's just not part of the game anymore, but, this could get really ugly real quick.
Knox now with 10 points. There was the steal, then Knox led the attack, and you're right. You either got to try to cut in front or just have an Olay defense.
And you can't let him get a shot off. By golly.
Knox getting the 3-point play. He has 11. Eagles lead at 49-24, and they put full court pressure. They have done well in getting points off the turnovers.
Absolutely.
Good cut underneath. They had the look on that baseline. Rangers kicking it out to Swain. He has a 3. Looking for a second one. Doesn't get it to fall as Kelsheimer picks up the big rebound. Now driving, kicking it out. Carson Link. Nope, that's not going to go through. Oh, what a hammer down by Zamir Knox.
Holy mackerel. Holy smokes.
13 points for Knox, and that one was done with authority.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Boy, talk about a big play by Knox, and that's what you need. Verderber in the lane. Strong off the window and in.
Kid is a house.
12 for him. Vlasic in the lane. Nope. And it's going to stay St. Ed's way. We're going to take a look at that replay after the miss. Long 3 miss, and then look at Knox on the baseline, untouched, boom. Rams it home with 2.
Boom.
And then Vlasic comes back for St. Ed's with his 11th point of the game as he gets that basket.
That may have been his first deuce in like 2 years because he's normally busting threes.
Vlasic with 11, and then the other way around, Rory Chanter has 6.
Kid's so scrappy.
Kelsheimer, wing 3, no. Oh, rebound by Carson Lake in the right place at the right time.
That's an assist.
14 for him. He leads all scorers for the young sophomore. Knox is behind him with 13. There's just a huge upside to Carson Link, and he's only a sophomore.
Oh.
That could have been a walk with the skid. Kicking it out on the wing is Brewer. His 3 doesn't go. Vlasic coming up through traffic with a rebound. He'll drive, he'll stop. Kelsheimer, long across court pass. Who's going to be the hot man driving the lane? No foul call. Ball loose on the floor. Bodies strewn all over the place.
Yeah, we got to stay in control there.
Intercepted pass down over to Kelsheimer. He gets away off with a two-hand slam for Cole Arbogast. When was the last time we saw 2 dunks in a game for the Eagles?
1997 with Logan and Clancy.
57-28. Wait a minute. You got Delvon Rowe, Pritchard, and those guys.
Oh, yeah. Sturba. Sturba was known to throw a mean dunk down.
There's a nice backdoor cut and a basket for Cavante Swan. He has 5.
Sturba, one of my all-time favorites. Love that kid. Love all those guys. What a great group of kids.
Vlasic with a basketball. Marked by Brewer. Off to Knox. Knox in the lane. Fights it, can't get it to fall, but who's the big man cleaning the board? That is Verderber, and he got fouled by Arbogast. Here's the previous dunk, the second of the game for the Eagles. Arbogast coming in, doing it in front of the student section.
That's where those parents' money's going, to those knuckleheads on stage.
Christmas-themed outfits. It is the holiday season. We even have one young kid dressed as a Christmas tree. Verderber awaiting the basketball. Gets that quickly down floor to Joey Dolan. Dolan with a little shake and bake. Swain. Well, he got it cut off as Owen McGurr into the game. But the other big man for the Rangers, Jackson Comer, couldn't get that one to fall. Look at that body up he's trying to go down in that low block.
That kid has spent hours in the weight room. Look at him. Give it to him.
He's got the mismatch on Sam Varigalotti by height and width.
Good D by Eds. Good D.
Swain got the ball away to Verderber.
We're just containing. We're not gambling. We're not reaching. We're just... Ow.
That's going to be a 2-shot foul. They're going to call that one on Owen McGurr. That's his first. At the free throw line will be Joey Dolan. He's 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Boom. Joey Dolan with 2. Gives him 2 of 3 at the line tonight.
You know, he's going to be the key to Lakewood, because he's going to be able to get the offense going and get it into the 2 big guys who run screens off him. I mean, this kid's got a great handle. He's got a great shot. He's always hustling on the play. So I would be looking for him to run more of the offense.
3:07 to go. Missing on the second time, but they get a second opportunity. Dolan was looking to jack it up from the corner, and he does! And he hits a 3. 6 for him, 57-34. Geddes trying to body up. Back over to Brendan Ansberry. Geddes had 8 points in the first half. The big man missing. Picking up the rebound is Harper Carroll. He's a sophomore.
A lot of young kids on the court tonight.
He'll throw up a 3 off the back of the iron. Gaddis fighting for it. Comer, another 3. Doesn't go for Dolan.
Stays here.
Out of bounds, stays with Lakewood.
And we talked about this a little bit about the lull. You know, we're getting any shot we want. We just got to execute here on defense here. Let's get a stop, boys.
Trying to get it into the big man, and they do, but it's stolen away. McGurr. Oh, blocked from behind from Dolan. He's having himself a nice couple of minutes right now.
Who shot that, Ansberry?
Yep, and there was a possible steal. But the ball goes out of bounds as Hess in there. When you look at Hess, number 25, he has not missed a day in the weight room. We'll look at that block. Oh, right from behind. Good body position.
Good D there. Go straight up.
Hess now getting the basketball, will drive the left side. He'll slow it up. Back over to Ansbury. Dolan on him. That's a good matchup right there. Eagles working in the office. Nice spin move. Off to Verigalotti. His three can't fall. Too short there off the front of the iron. A very young group out there on the floor. Gaddis trying to fight for it, trying to come up with the steal.
Gaddis is all over the place tonight.
In the corner is Williams. His three is good. That's his first point to the game. Lead is 57-37. And Hess got hit to the deck hard.
Good clean foul.
And a technical foul will be called. So the foul is on Comer. And I think we're going to have technicals. There you see Hess coming in. He got hammered. And then there you see Comer and Geddes, and I think both of them were given technicals.
Again.
Well, they got into each other's face right after that foul. Just kind of walk away.
By golly.
At the free throw line is Dustin Hess. He has 4 points, looking for his first point of the second half. Short. Hess is 0 for 2 at the line. Had 6 points against Notre Dame Cathedral Latin as Caleb Geddes sits down with 8.
So that's offsetting technicals and their personal fouls, right?
I believe so.
Are they team fouls?
I think so. Comer coming up with a big rebound after the miss. Hess coming up with a rebound, bounced off the foot of Dolan. No, they're going to say it was off a St. Edward player.
You know what's going on is Lakewood feels like they're backed in the corner and they got to come out fighting. They're scrapping, man. That's all they're doing here is out hustling us right now. I don't know if we're comfy with this lead. We got to get some momentum going here. 20-point
lead for the Eagles. Juliana comes up with a steal, comes out of the pack, across the way. Verigalotti's three is good.
There we go.
He hits his first three of the night. He had 9 against NDCL. 60-37, under a minute to go. Well, that could have been a double dribble. Open wide is Carroll. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded there. Magur. Verigalotti getting the basketball back. Hess baseline move. Oh, tried to float it up, couldn't get it. Second attempt is good. Hess with a quick 6. He's had 2 points in every quarter. So he's consistent. Under 8 seconds to go. Comer, the big man. Getting it off to Dolan with 2. He'll throw it up off the back of the iron. That's going to end the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. St. Ed 62, Lakewood 37. We're going to take this time out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Hey, Chris. 6:49 remaining. That one doesn't go for Kelsheimer. Harper Carroll with a basketball. Boy, trying to get through traffic and so many hands, and a timeout is called by Lakewood. We'll keep it here with 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. 64-42. St. Ed's with the lead, and I think you hit a point just a moment ago that the Eagles sometimes get a little bit too comfortable with the lead.
Right, and that's something that is got to be. I mean, you got to remember these are young guys here, so they got, anyone sees a 20-point lead, they're going, oh my gosh. But as you and I have seen, 30-point leads dissipate quickly. So you want to learn that. Yes, you want to learn to win with dignity, but and this Lakewood team's not giving up at all. But we gotta, you gotta still do the one-on-ones, what you're assigned to do. Be where you're supposed to go. Keep pressing it until, step on the gas until Flan tells you not to. So we get these swoons of of possessions. We got away a little bit from pressing. I don't know if that's Flan. Obviously, it's Flan's call, but when we were doing that full court press, we had a ton of looks off that. So I just it seems like we just have a little bit of lulls, which early in the season to be expected, but we'll work our way out of it.
Last year, Lakewood 16-7. They were 13-1 in the Cleveland West Conference. They had some scores last year that graduated, but they'll look to compete again this year as Makai Williams picks up his 5th point of the night.
You see what I'm saying? This is a different game later on in the year. I mean, because we would get better, and then they would be better too.
Vlasic with the finger roll. He picks up 13 points, and the Eagles turning up the pressure a bit. Verderber, D1 football prospect and baseball prospect, getting hit on the deck. Kelsheimer is going to get called with the arm grab.
Here's the great thing about JT is that he'll bump you sort of. I mean, he knows how to play defense, and if he's going to get a foul, you're going to know you got fouled.
Ball tipped away. Zamir Knox. A little not under control there. Vlasic. No look pass. Baseline move. Kicking it out. Last touched by Lakewood. That was Lamarian Wilson knocking the ball out of play. Coach Flannery.
Shout out to Mrs. Judy Flannery, who hopefully she's listening tonight. Missed her at the game tonight. Mrs. Flannery, I hope we see you soon.
Zamir Knox with 16 points. 69-44. Good move on the flip there by Chanter, but it doesn't fall. Eagles look to go right to left. They had a lead at 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. 44-24 at the end of the first half. Missing everything. Good save attempt by JT Kelsheimer. Goes Lakewood's way.
Yeah, Vlasic didn't look comfortable there at all when he got to turn and square. I don't think his feet were set.
Now Carson Link has 14. Zamir Knox has 16. But that was a slow pass to the corner as Link gets it out to Vlasic. Too hard off the back of the iron. And really, St. Ed's got boxed out on that play.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
I'm sure Coach Flannery is going to have a word with those young men at the next practice as Swain throws up another three. Swain with 8. Kelsheimer, smooth as silk, going to the rack.
I mean, it's so effortless.
8 for him.
He just makes it look so easy.
He'll get the loose rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. 3-on-3. Trying to get that bounce pass. Can't throw it through Swain. Here comes Lakewood. Left to right. And Kelsheimer with the hip check. He'll pick up the foul. That is his second. And checking in for the Eagles, Mike Williams. Cole Arbogast will take a seat on the bench. Want to wish everybody a happy holidays as we are right smack dab in the holiday season.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. Dolan getting it to Verderber, but was hounded by Williams. Mackay had the basketball. Swain, who just hit that three-pointer, drives left of the lane, kicking it out. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Got the shot off. No call. Here comes Knox with the rebound. He'll race up the floor, right of the lane, and gets it in.
Well, he did a great fake pass there, and the guy bit, and he just took it right to the lane.
18 points for Zamir Knox. He's the leading scorer for St. Ed's. Swain driving, throwing it up, got it stripped by Williams. Williams regaining possession off to Vlasic. Carson Link hits it. He has 17, and a timeout will be called by Alex Kamek and the Lakewood Rangers. 76-47 will take this timeout on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Now there you see Carson Link. He has got the hot hand. 3 of his last 4 buckets made, all coming from beyond the arc, Donnie.
And do you see him kind of maturing? Do you see him kind of stepping his game up, how much he's grown over the summer, how much confidence he has? Not that he didn't have confidence playing last year, but I think it overwhelmed him a little bit being a freshman, where now he just feels like he can compete. He can be a part of the, produce for us, and just really settling in nicely.
He is the second leading scorer tonight for St. Ed's. He has 17. Zamir Knox leads the Eagles with 18 points. So you got a senior and a sophomore leading the way for Coach Flannery and St. Ed's.
Not a bad way to be.
Kelsheimer knocks the ball out of play.
Ran into Zoltan Nagy down there. A lot of former players there. Zoltan's probably one of the nicest, not probably, is one of the nicest kids I've ever met.
Not only
came
played
over to say hello, but he played soccer at
BW? Yeah, yep. Not only played soccer, but basketball.
His sister played at John Carroll. Was a stud at John Carroll. Come from a huge family of athletes.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll remain with Lakewood. 3:12 remaining in the ball game. Brewer, the 6-foot senior, sporting those pink tennis shoes. I still like to call them sneakers myself. Oh, big 3 by Joey Dolan. Watch him this year.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on the kid. He's a great shooter.
Shot with big confidence on that one. 76-50. Coach Flannery's going to clear the bench a little bit. Oh, what a turnaround pass there for Mike Williams.
Wow. He caught it midair and turned and shot it.
Twisted like a pretzel and was able to use window. I think he called that in the game a horse. Williams coming in, couldn't get that steal. Now we'll have wholesale substitution. There's Nathan Brewer. Look at those. Shoes are sci-fi-ish the way they look, but they do the job.
The camera's going to need a filter because they're so bright.
What happened to the days of the white sneaker? Now it's whatever color you can find under the rainbow. But, it shows the personality of the player. Fighting his way, Swain. Rowan Kelly coming off the football team, getting his first playing time. Played defensive back. That one almost jammed in the side of the rim. Brewer got it blocked. Williams. Boy, he makes the most of his minutes.
He definitely does, and his reach is huge.
Rowan Kelly, a 5'10 junior. Just averaged under a point a game. There you see Maxton Tate. A lot of good things being talked about that young man. Williams, Tate, back out. McGurr, nope, too hard. Rebound by Williams. Fighting, spinning, got it in. Williams with a quick 4. He had 7 against NDCL.
You know what's nice, too, is when Flam makes these wholesale substitutions is the intensity level doesn't go on. These guys are appreciative of the minutes they're getting, and they want to show Flam that that they can play.
Williams again, wherever that basketball is, young Mike Williams is right there, and a timeout is going to be called so Coach Flannery can get the substitutes for Alex Comic into the ball game.
Yep.
And that's just basically a timeout. Let's get the game started.
That's a good rule.
And I think Comic is going to take advantage of the timeout, maybe? Looking at Coach Flannery, he has a look at. He's like, hey, I tried to get your guys in. I don't want you to use the timeout.
I'll help you out. This kind of guy Flan is.
Those two go way back. Will Briggs into the game. McGurr in the lane, finding that little slop but couldn't get it to fall as it just danced off the rim. Under 40 seconds to go.
Want to take a minute and just thank Chris Mendoza for keeping me glued together tonight and keeping me informed. I mean, this kid has grown by leaps and bounds. I showed you the picture of 9 years ago where we started and where we're at now. So proud of that kid.
Chris Mendoza is our producer-director. Big thanks to Liam McKenna on the baseline camera. Harper Lucas as our sideline reporter. And then also Andrew Henderson and Mike Hetraff with our cameras up high as that basket's going to count for Will Briggs. His first 2. I want to thank to all the staff from NEO Productions as we get that look. He's happy about getting that bucket.
Oh, yeah.
And the three-point play.
It's always nice to get off the schneid.
83-50, very similar score against Notre Dame Cathedral Latin with 10 seconds remaining. Eagles will go to 2-0 on the year. They'll take on Fairview coming up, and that is the ball game. St. Ed's wins this one 83-50. We'll take this timeout, wrap things up right here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
The Eagles will now take to the road for the next 2 weeks. They'll travel to Fairview to take on the Warriors next Saturday, December 6th, and Walsh Jesuit the following week. The Eagles' next home appearance will be Saturday, December 20th, when they'll entertain the Streets of Sandusky High School. That's the home appearance, December 20th. Eagles entertaining the Sandusky High School.
83-50, the Eagles win their home opener as they will be going on the road for the next 2 weeks. Donnie, final thoughts on this matchup?
Good execution tonight. I think we're getting settled in a little bit. Obviously, they're going to watch the tape back, see some things we need to work on. But overall, great effort by everybody. I love seeing these young guys step up. I love seeing the seniors lead. You know, again, no one cares who scores the touchdown. It's a very unselfish group of kids, and it's only going to get better.
Let's check in with Harper Lucas, who was our third man in the booth, and get his final thought of what he heard at the end of the ball game from Coach Flannery.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. This is a dominant win over the Eagles. Yeah, Coach Flannery seemed very pleased in the ball game. There was a lot of high motivation on the bench. A lot of the guys were very happy. A dominant win. It seemed like it was all positive. The Eagles really put it on in the second half. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. The Eagles come up with the big win. Leading scorers, Amir Knox with 18 points and Carson Link with 17, followed by Brian Vlasic with 13. For our crew of NEO Productions, my partner Donnie O'Toole and Harper Lucas on the sideline, I'm Adam Mendoza. Final score once again, 83-50, St. Ed's over Lakewood. We want to thank you for joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.